65 degrees, it was still 65 degrees, it was 7 degrees. So just roll a little stuff over the spot and that'll kill it. That'll stop any leak you got. The new roller stuff. Okay. Roll it on. It couldn't have been leaking because that stuff is all bunched up and everything else. So why is it like that? To give the view of this is finished. That's what they think if the people come by and they look. Right? Man, that ain't like it used to be. It used to be nice, clean over there. We're not concerned with what they see when they look in here. Because we're not going to allow, we're not confined by any of that. When I added the thing on the back, Karima got up and moved. The day I finished. The annex back there for Masjid al-Islam News, everything is for a studio. The carpet is black and everything like that. All the studios that I was, especially overseas, I went in and it would be black and, you know, that's why you can use lighting and you can do everything, right? But the floor and a lot of the background was black. It has something to do, so I put black carpet, like the newsrooms I've seen. That was for Masjid al-Islam News. All of a sudden, you want to find Muhafiz, you go over there to, what's the name, and find him, right? Goodbye, gone, right? Our place right there, that's where, what's the name was living? We lived down in the basement, but we moved down to the house. We said, oh, y'all need a little room. So we put a little space on the front, right? Bookstore, Sakina and Fatima's, S&F's, right? Built the place right back there. Fixed the door, I can fix the door. But we had a gym. The gym was supposed to be for the brotherhood. Everybody was supposed to, we were supposed to have a program. We're going to run so many days a week. And we're going to stay in shape and da-da-da-da-da. And the chief in charge of staying in shape, the more I talked about it, the more he would expand. Till he had a pregnant look. I didn't know he wasn't pregnant because he was a boy. So, but he looked like it, right? And I saw that you all out there. Now, they had some real, see, a lobby working in ways that, when I was living downstairs, they would be pretending to be arguing or something. So I come upstairs and he opens the door. There's Nadala with leotards. I said, that lady there is built like an island. So of course I turned my head. That was a small lady, you know what I mean? But you couldn't tell nothing when she had clothes on, but them leotards, I said, I'll be doggone. And he opens the door so I can see her. And think about, you know what I mean? Good God Almighty. They up and left, didn't nothing happen. But they always testing the nigga, you know, the old dumb test. See, look, they got the wrong idea. If you look and see, I like that. Now the average nigga says, since I like that, I'm going to pursue that. Well, my best years from late 20s, all those middle years, when I'm running the hills and happy as I can be, I'm celibate. There's no nigga that you know got 14 years celibacy. In Oakland, 14 years, they didn't believe it. They had their eyes, this nigga here, we're going to keep an eye on him. Because I don't believe it, first of all. But those Negroes thought everything that that inspired them, inspired me. Which they wasn't wrong, but they acted on, if they saw somebody they liked, they got to talk to them, they got to be with them, they got to, you know what I mean? But I'm not lying, I said, that is a wonderful lady there, good God, and I go on about my business. Because they say you get one look, but you can't look back. That's two looks, so you can't do that. I actually followed that. But I still be thinking, boy, that girl, that was tender. That was a tender there. Because, you know, it's good to be inspired by certain things. Now, if you're married, you go take it out on your wife. But if you're not married, you just grin and bear it. I mean, the people are so stupid. They think you're like them. Most people ought to say they think you like them. Them traps. I told y'all about the white woman that was running with the other police and they run by me. This white girl runs by me and because the trailer goes zooping and loops around at the metal. That girl crossed her legs down there and bent over. So boy, that is the nicest looking vagina I've ever seen in my life. They must have had a vagina contest. No, they did. They had a vagina contest at the police department, and all the police women had to show their vagina. And they said, that's the one there. That'll do. I'm sure they did because I said, boy, that is a nice vagina there. It was a nice vagina. I couldn't not look for some running. I said, the white didn't have no underwear on, just been over. I said, boy, that is nice there. That is really a nice vagina. And I keep on running. That stuff happened all the time. I could tell you 1,000 stuff they had cooked up so it's supposed to trap me into doing something illegal with a woman. Now you got to remember, the hadith is clear that I never left anything child behind more treacherous than women. Okay? Some people follow that stuff up, but with me, they picked the wrong guy. I know how to, like everything that they have in the store or in the restaurant, I don't want to, I may look at it and say, that looks good. That is wonderful. But I don't want to eat it. I'm not going to go and just eat everything they got in there because, you know, I'd be big as a house. If I followed everything that they said, I would be diverted from what we're trying to do. That's when you put movement first. Maybe there's 3 or 4 Negroes in the world like that, but I haven't seen them. I just haven't seen them. I'm sorry. Whether Zuma, whether it's Mandela was like that, a little bit. Yeah, I think Mandela was like that. Because every time you put him to the test, he would do the right thing. You know, on revenge with black people against white people, he took the right decision. On marriage, he let his wife go. He said, okay, let me go. You know. And y'all might have saw it on certain movies, but I saw it in South Africa. I was there when he made his announcement. And he said, I haven't been with my wife in not 60 years, but a long time. In other words, since he'd been out, he hadn't touched his wife. Okay. All the people that you look at, whether it's Abdul Malik, them, they have funny habits. I don't care whether it's Abdul Malik, Siraj, and all of them. Those are 2 and 3 wife people. what's the name, got 4 wives. The one had all the hen on it, from New York. Yeah, used to be spokesman for the Dar Islam movement and for Imam. They got rid of it now. What's that all about? That's to run sisters away from Islam, or only allow the ones around with an inferiority complex. And that's to fulfill the inadequacy of Negroes that always want to be in charge of their woman. That's what pimping is all about. I make the be blankety blank do what I want to do. And so there's a corner of that in Negroes, because the white man have always used the black woman in recent years against, when they both in slavery, it's all right. But after slavery, he always used the black woman against the black man. That's why when I came here, I saw everybody going to work was women. It looked like I did a little head count. I don't know how accurate it was. I said, man, it's 8 to 2. It's 8 to 2. And then they got 50% of the niggas is in jail on paper. So you're going to have gaiety and lesbianism just by the numbers, because it ain't no brothers. And look, this was 50 years. The brother told something. The brother told me down in, when I was in the joint down in Florida, he said, look, and he was from Jersey, you know, the gold teeth, he was slick. He said, man, them B blankety blanks in D.C., you can't get nothing down. They all got jobs. They all, you know, I just put it in the back of my mind. I said, man, there must be some mean ladies in D.C. You know, the white man had them all employed and had all the niggas in jail, and they all unemployed. So they can't do nothing but crime, right? And it perpetuates itself. So BMW, black man working, is really important in the old sense. But now they done got so far out of pocket that I don't know whether that's the standard anymore. But if you want to build a family, like in the old days, the man, and later on, the woman would work, but her working would subsidize the man's salary, because it was usually bigger. They didn't do all that out of the window. Okay? We don't care what they do. We are Muslims. Right? We are Muslim. And in the long run, it'll be the religious community, that means Christians and Muslims, if they're lucky, to still have some structure for family. That will be one of our main attractions in the future. That's as close as 10 years away. Because anybody that relates to, you see the trend? The trend is everything goes. All the movies, all the TV shows. They got everybody doing exactly what they want. And the way they're playing it is, if you are a boy and you like a girl, something may be wrong with you. Right? So don't you worry. Don't you worry. We don't need to do no preaching against nobody. All we do is like we do on everything else. We wait. Don't worry. It's going to be coming our way. That's going to be our biggest seller in the future. Healthy, wholesome family life, and they'll let them alone. That's an escape. Because, well, if I go with another man, he know how another man feel. They have more problems problems in their relationships than boys and girls have, right? Don't leave them alone. Don't let them alone. Plus, the big secret is this. They won't populate. Okay, they're gonna adopt 2, 3 children, don't worry about it. But the basic numbers, girls and girls, boys and boys, they even a little flip-flopping back and forth. They're so immoral, they'll have an abortion anytime they want. Don't worry. That boss man, nature done kicked in. The better educated, the better you're doing, less children you have. Don't worry. Don't worry about a thing. Don't worry about a thing. I'm telling you, it's all going our way. Big boss man bites the dust. I'll talk to you about it. Because I got the heights already laid out. Don't worry about a thing. It's all going our way. Okay? Quran, Sunnah, history, and our experience. You can't do away with our experience. And our experience is really, if you saw the stuff that happened here the other day, suppose you didn't have 40 years of that. All the time. Suppose you didn't have 40 years of cars. You know, you go out, we just call it a vote. Everybody wonder why I get so many cars. So we'll always have one that work. Why? The Bobo disease, just don't start. There's nothing wrong with it, but right? It just don't fire up. You take it to somebody, don't kick in. It's a Bobo disease, so you got to get rid of it. Or you take your car, you're getting ready to go out of town, you stop by the police, and they blah, 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 you park your car in the parking lot at the airport, and when you get out, so when I get back home, I tell my family, I said, remember, this is the car we just got back from Boston. It's a 92 Volvo station wagon. How did it run? Like a watch. I called Abdul Jalil, I said, see this here? Watch this. Then Najee buys it later on. But I told him, I said, this is a clunker. I said, I don't know what it is. I said, it just ran perfect the other day. But when I came back from over there, and I was going through when I was paying, said the guy was looking at me, Pakistani guy, Indian guy, he was looking kind of funny. And when I got in the car and started it up, but I could say that about a ton of cars. Volvo station wagon, the brown one, it was nice out there. It was, boy, did it run good. Then start problems. First of all, it was snowing one day, and there was a crack in the window, in the front window, so I had to get a new window. I looked at the tracks because it was snowing. I can't do it, so actually it was Fatima's tracks. Fatima, my daughter. So you gotta remember, they have to tell the people, your father is treading on dangerous ground. You want to keep your father alive? You do what I tell you, because he's messing with the white man will kill him. If you don't do what I say, if you don't help keep him back, keep him fulfilling his goals, you just listen to me. Just the other day, no, this was a while back, but part of it is with the other day. You're gonna need a little pump you got a pump for the car or anything? No little air pump. So I go look at the back tire, it's got a nail sticking in it. It's okay. A A screw, not a nail, it's different. You gotta screw that boy in. Then as you drive on it, it'll go on in there. It's still in there right now. Then, if your tail light is chipped, a piece of it off the side, but it's right there in the driveway. First of all, a car can't run up in the driveway where that car is parked and run up and clip it. Somebody has to have done it. Okay? Every car I sell, like that beautiful brown station wagon, I drove it around a little bit. But then it started running like a bucket of bolts after I done put a whole flywheel and a new starter in there and everything. I'm ready to roll and start running like a bucket of bolts. So I let it sit there for a year. And I said, well, I'll just clean the yard out and sell it. Well, it runs like a bucket of bolts. So I'll sell it for $700. It's worth way more than that. I'll sell it. As soon as I tell the guy that I'm going to sell it to him for $700, he's willing to buy it. So I want to. I cranked that boy up. Zin, 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 zin. So that's dirty. I said, man, of course now I don't want to sell it to him, but he said, you told me you sell it for $7. I said, that's right. Nigga's word is his word. My brown, whatever that was I had. Nissan Quest. Run like a watch. I drove to California 2-3 times. Kept it up real good. 2 minutes. I was sitting there talking to a fella, things started overheating. So finally I sold it to, what's the name? Tawako? One of his family members. Boy, runs good, just like it was before. And guess what? It's not overheating. It ain't doing nothing. That's just cars. I could do that with every car. I was thinking about that when I was looking at the old pictures because it had one of those cars would be parked in the lot. So I just started reminiscing over each one of them cars. And the Volvo disease. The white Chrysler van that was parked out there all the time. You know, Chrysler van,